Welcome to the Geekeasy, fellow geeks. Let's open a beverage of your choice, because today is Friday. And you know what that means? It means it's another episode of Frightful Fridays, which I review a horror movie. I was flipping through different streaming platforms looking for a movie that looked interesting, and I tried a couple that just weren't getting to me. And there was one, when you're doing stuff, they show these little, I guess posters or whatever, little things, and one kept popping up. It kept popping up, and it said Night's End, as in not K-N-I-G-H-T, but N-I-G-H-T. S end. It's through Prime AMC Plus. It's a Shudder exclusive. So I tried it. It is basically, you have a guy by the name of Ken. He's a shut-in. Something happened where he's just. You can tell he has issues. There's a lot wrong. Nothing physical, but there's just, he's got some issues. And he can't sleep. He won't leave his house. And you see him trying to get, really struggling to try and get things together. It's like he's doing videos on, attempting to do videos to management videos, tutorials on a divorced dad, and just little clips of it here real quick, and that they aren't going to work because they suck. And during one of the videos, you see something fall off behind him. And, it's just kind of a slow thing where you can see it's his daily routine of just, struggling through life, just trying to get things going. And he always video conferences his friends. And he slowly begins to realize that the house he's in may be haunted, because he had moved to this city. You don't know which city it is, just fairly recently, because he had been downsized, lost his job, lost his family because he'd gotten divorced and stuff. Partially, you don't know which came first, that or the issues and all that. And so he's in this tiny apartment trying to get his life together, and he's just got video conferences his good friend, and then his ex-wife, who's remarried, and that's and he realizes that, hey, this place may be haunted. So one of the things he does is he tries, since that thing fell off, and a couple other things might have happened in the videos, that he starts to try and shoot these ghost videos. A lot of these things are popular. And he slowly begins to realize that his house, his apartment, is haunted. And then the rest of the movie is him trying to deal with it up until the end. Now, this is a really kind of a slow burn video. It's not overly flashy. It's not, over the top. It's just, it's kind of a character study and a haunted thing at the same time. You have, this guy who's already teetering on the brink of sanity, just hanging on by his fingernails, starting to sink down further because of some of the things that are going on in his apartment, and you can you need to pay attention because there's stuff going on sort of in the background. It's kind of a blink and you miss it type thing. And he's like, wait, did I see that? Or what's this? And so it's kind of a slow build up. And then, you get a little lifeline that, hey, use this, kind of a spirit jar that'll help catch the ghosts. And, oh, hell, I did it wrong. That makes it worse. And then a kind of this big name, demonologist guy reaches in to help out. And he's, so there's little bits of hope, boom, 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 and up until the end. So it's not, it's not one of those hit the ground running type things. It burns up and slowly picks up until the end, which was really good. This is a very limited budget movie, you can sort of tell. But they put their money to good use. The special effects at the end weren't ILM or Weta level, to say the least. But they weren't, Velocipastor levels either. They were solid, special effects. Which you can see that's probably where they put most of their money. And it was well done. There's no big names in this thing. But the acting was solid. Wasn't over the top. It wasn't cheesy. There may have been a couple of little cheesy moments in it, but it was solid acting. You believe the friend skepticism, and that's part of, and that's also part of the writing, is that you have his best friend who helped set him on this path of, hey, do the ghost stuff. But then a little later on, he's like, yo, dude, you're wanting to help him, and then also saying, hey, you might be overacting to this. I'm not saying I saw this. It's the writing is believable that you can have a friend saying, hey, I'm going to help you, but this could be you, so the writing is very well done. The acting is, really good. I liked it. I'm going to give this a 4.75 out of 5 and just say, it's a very good movie. It's an hour 25 or so. So it doesn't consume a lot of time. It goes quickly. It's, just, you aren't sitting there. It grabs your attention. It keeps it going, even though it is not a super quick pace. Like I said, it's just kind of a slow burn. But it's not something that we're going, come on, hurry up. You're invested in the character and how his life is going and what's going on. How did he get this way? You do find out what is wrong with him and how he became like that near the end, which is part of the issue. Why his friends are sitting there going, hey, this happened, so it's not, it's believable that you could be doing this. And it also incorporates some of the social media trends that are going on nowadays. So it's kind of a commentary on that too. I'm gonna say like it's a very. I'm gonna recommend it. It's worth the watch. It's fun. It's just it's one that you can just sit back and you pay attention to, and it's not something you keep playing in the background. It's watch it. You'll enjoy it. It's a good, solid movie. And so, like I said, 4.75. I'm gonna recommend it and say watch it. You have my seal of approval on that one. But anyway, let me know if you saw it, what you thought of it. Like, subscribe, possibly share, and most of all, enjoy your horror movies.